The decision to make MCC a co-ed college from exclusively women's college might surprise a few.
They are letting boys take admissions in the UG and the PG course.
I personally feel like it's a good thing that people other than Carmelites are getting more opportunities.
MCC is a great college. It has a lot to offer. So why not let boys also have this opportunity to experience what MCC has been for so long.
Honestly, I think it's a little sad because Mount Carmel is known for being an all-girls and being that safety net for girls.
I have very mixed reactions for this news. One side, I am very happy that this is a step towards progression, and the fact that women won't be shocked when they find men everywhere in their workforce when they graduate from their UG. But also, I'm very sad because our MCC drive will not be just for women. We won't be led to, wear whatever we want to wear, do whatever we want to do, dance around without a care in the world that another man is looking at us, right? I think I'm sad because it was a small world that we had all created where it was only women's only, and it's gonna be missed dearly. But here's to change and progress.
Turning into co-ed. I personally feel like it's a good thing that people other than Carmelites are getting more opportunities, and like there are many Carmelites who are not that happy about it because after 75 years of it only being girls, this is a big change for us. But yeah, I think this is a good decision, and yeah.
So initially when I read that MCC was going to become co-ed for undergrad and postgrad, I was not sure how well I received it. MCC was exclusively a girls' college for so many years, I think 75 years now, and the kind of freedom that girls experience inside the campus is actually second to none. But after deliberation with my friends who were equally shocked about this move, I think MCC is a great college. It has a lot to offer. So why not let boys also have this opportunity to experience what MCC has been for so long. And secondly, I think it is great for girls because it will make them more comfortable to work in a professional space where men are involved. And I'm sure many boys are very eager to apply to these courses and see what MCC has to offer firsthand. So overall, I think it's a welcome change.
Upon hearing that MCC is now offering admission to boys as well, I was quite surprised because when I was studying, this news always came across as a rumor and we never gave our ear to that. And in the recent years, they did give admission to boys, and that too only for a few courses. And I thought it was more like an experimental research or study to understand what kind of response they get. But I'm sure it was a big hit because now they're taking such a shift towards inclusivity, and this represents a significant transformation for a 75-year-old institution. And I'm eagerly waiting to witness the changes that may come with regard to dress code, seating arrangements, or general, college rules and guidelines. I'm excited to see what shape this takes.
Honestly, I think it's a little sad because Mount Carmel is known for being an all-girls and being that safety net for girls and women, and you ask anybody from not just this generation but even the previous years, that's what it's known for. And now I don't know why they're like messing it up a little bit.
Do you think the parents who send their
kids? Yeah, exactly. The second and current first and second years. What about them? They thought it was an all-girls college. That's why they joined. There are quite a few all-girls who are like, okay, fine, we can do whatever the we want, and we just keep.
Do you think the parents are gonna have a problem issue?
Most likely they will.
And what do you think Mounts is gonna do?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Mount's not going to do anything. Just going to give admission to whoever wants, and whoever comes and applies first. So it's really sad, and
The standards of Mounts is gonna go like way down.
my opinion, I think it's natural for an institution to want to grow, to become bigger, to want to expand. So I hear that MCC wants to become a university eventually. So I think to meet all those ambitions, they have to do things like this. So I understand. But yet it's kind of sad in some ways. And why I'm calling it sad is because so yesterday I was reading online how for a lot of women, their only option to study was if they had an all-women's college to go to, because in their house they wouldn't let them study in a co-ed institution. So that way it's quite sad. I feel that some of these women may not have the opportunity to study in a top institution like MCC because their family might not allow them. Second thing, of course, lots of girls and women and girl students spoke about how they had a lot of freedom in MCC and they were not worried about men being around. They had freedom in the way they could express themselves, dressing, everything. So maybe that will also be a difficult thing and they may have to be more on guard, if I were to use that term. And so this may not give them the freedom that they had earlier. So yeah, in conclusion, I think the saddest part for me was that those women who wanted to study and who had the opportunity to study in a top institution only because it was an all-girls institution, they may not have that opportunity, and that may hurt the overall growth of those women and the city in general. So yeah, those are my thoughts.
The college had already opened its door for boys, especially in the postgraduate courses a few years ago. So this was an expected lines that, and sometime in the future, they were going to do this. Now, a major argument against this particular decision is the fact that there was no necessity for such an illustrious women's college to open its doors for boys and make it a co-ed college. Is it a solution to a problem that no one really pinpointed at? But the fact remains, and as the authority rightfully stated, is that although it is one of the most illustrious colleges, not just in Bengaluru or south of India, but the whole of India, what is also important for an institution is to be dynamic and change according to the needs of time. And I think the current situation demands, especially the educational systems demand to be more diverse. And when we talk about diversity, it's not just on the basis of caste, creed, region, religion, but also on the basis of sex and color. So hence it makes more sense for all the major institutions which are women specific or men specific to try and open its doors to all the other people, so that it becomes a more diverse space and a better institution moving forward.
Making MCC a co-education because it gives another level of opportunity for a person who is coming from outside of Bangalore. Also, it adds to a level of confidence how the students of MCC would be in the coming days. I mean, like earlier, they were in their own probably hive of being in the same gender, but I think understanding the opposite gender gives an extra edge of understanding as far as humanity is concerned. Well, you know our problems, we know your problems. So that's about it. That's what I feel about making MCC a co-ed.